tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. So meditation on loving kindness for all our relations, for all of the Brahma Viharas or the divine abidings, meditations. It's helpful to be really comfortable. It's great if being upright in any supported upright posture is comfortable for you, particularly for the meditations like this one, where we'll be working with the compass directions and above and below. So being upright is helpful for that. So if you're on a cushion or a bench, feeling well supported, knees supported, sit bones supported. If you're in a chair, feet flat on the floor, with or without back support, but in a way that gives you a bright, easeful, uplifted upper body, heart space as open as we can without pulling or contracting anywhere. Just a balanced, relaxed, upright posture. Finding that, finding the breath, and maybe a few deep breaths to wash and reset the energetic system. Just a long in-breath through the nose, long out till you're fully empty a few times. Just arriving here, arriving in the here and now. And as we arrive, maybe giving the gentle smile to the face and inviting the quality of friendliness, metta, loving kindness. Inviting just a basic friendliness, warmth of heart for ourselves and others. Everyone here, everyone nearby, everyone in your world. And in this 6 directions variation of the metta categories, we'll use a set of beings that are in close relationship with us. So for this practice, the object isn't to get all the way to all beings, neutral people, distant categories of people. This is really about how we feel ourselves in reciprocity, accountability, responsibility, and love with those that are nearest to us in the web of our actual lives in this moment. So start by just feeling yourself. Feel your sitting posture, feel your breath, feel your body with its particular pleasures and pains, aches and joys in this moment. And the core relationship with ourself, the simple but not always easy sense that we are a person worthy of care, worthy of love, worthy of respect. And you can give those qualities of care and love and respect to ourself as a foundation in this life, as a refuge, as a clear, uncomplicated home. Again, not always easy, but always worth invoking, cultivating self-care, self-love. In the 6 directions model, we begin with the direction of the east. You can imagine that as being to your right, if you're in a traditional way facing north, where often the altar sits. But you can also, if you know what's actual east around you, where you're sitting, turn your attention in the direction of the east. So real east or symbolic east, either way. The direction of the east is the direction because of the origin of the sun, the origin of light, the origin of the day. It's the direction of mother and father. Whether your parents are known to you or unknown, living or dead, near or far, beloved or estranged. Just offer the basic loving kindness, the wish for their well-being. If this relationship or these relationships are complicated, if there's a lot of feeling there, if it's difficult to offer metta, you might just hold the relationship itself with compassion and the wish or the intention to find resolution, repair, whether externally with them or just in your own heart. So we bring to mind the people who have been our parents, whether that's mother and father, or mother and mother, father and father, just mother, just father, persons of any gender, known or unknown, adopted, birthing, all of the ways that humans come into this world. We hold these people in loving kindness as best we can. Notice any story or feelings that come up as we hold the direction of parents, the East, in our attention. Including all the beings who have the role of parent of any kind in our life. And for this practice, you can say loving kindness phrases if you like, or you can just, like we do when we're radiating metta, you can just shine the quality in the direction of the East. And then we let go of the parents, the image of the parents, perhaps with gratitude for all they've offered us and given us, all their hard work in raising us, even with all the complications. We let them go and we turn to the direction of the south. The south is the direction for teachers. There's a different direction for spiritual teachers and guides. So this is really teachers of all subjects, tutors, teachers in school, trade teachers, craft teachers, professional teachers. Those who have helped us learn the skills that we use in this life. You might bring to mind one teacher, or bring to mind a whole set or group of your teachers that have been important to you. Sending care, sending love, sending the wish for well-being in the direction of the South, the direction of teachers. All of the same principles apply if the relationships have complication or harm in them. Maybe you're sending compassion or the intent to forgive or be forgiven, or the intent to let go or find repair. Any variation of how do we resolve relationships and then uplift them toward friendliness, love, and gratitude when possible. And breathing into the direction of the South, either bodily South, behind you, or real South, whatever direction that is from where you're sitting. Maybe not real, but like earthly South from where you're sitting. And then turning to the West, either bodily West on your left side or earthly left. West is the direction of spouse and family, primarily spouse and partner. So this is about respect between partners in family. If you have a partner, you can think of them. If you don't, you can think of the principle of partnership, the abstraction of partnership. If you're seeking partnership, this can be a prayer that partnership arises with this quality of loving kindness in it. You bring loving kindness to past partners. Anyone in here who you're in relationship with, past, present, or future, in the category of spouse and partner. Again, with all complications, with forgiveness, with gratitude, with the intent to repair. May they be well. In the direction of the north, as we turn to the north, letting go of the image of spouse or partner. Turn to the north, in the direction of friends and colleagues. So this is close friends, this is work colleagues, this is folks not immediately related to us, who care for us, who protect us. And bring to mind a close friend or a group of friends. Shine the light of kindness, benevolence, the wish for well-being in the direction of friends and colleagues. In these categories where there may be a lot of people, you can see them all at once, or you can let them come into your mind's eye one at a time. Splashing them with kindness like holy water, like blessing, or with any image that would please them. Warm light, an embrace, flowers, a scent, a gift. Your attentive, loving presence. Shining the light of loving kindness on friends and colleagues to the north. Letting the category of friends dissolve. Come back to center for a moment, feeling ourselves surrounded by all these people. Traditionally, the direction of below is associated with employees, workers, those we direct, or those we support. So this is more employer-employee than parent-child, but these are all those folks who rely on us in some way for their work, for their well-being, for their livelihood. Maybe you're a manager or a business owner and there are folks like that. Maybe this is just about the position that you play in your community of some authority where you help support others in what they do. It doesn't have to be hierarchical, but this is really about how we support each other to be well in our work. So whoever comes to mind for you in this, wishing them well, caring for them, not emphasizing superiority or any particular position. How do we care for those we're related to in work? And letting go of the direction of below, the employer-employee relationship, And finally, the direction of above. And this is the place for spiritual teachers, guides, also those in the public sphere that we respect, that guide us toward the subtle, toward the divine, toward freedom. This can be more than just the spiritual, but these are really the inspiring figures, the ones who bring light, the ones who guide in a very deep way in our life. The direction of spiritual teachers, traditionally this is called ascetics and Brahmins in the Buddhist teaching. Folks you support through donations also. This could be anyone who is the recipient of your generosity because you value so much what they bring in the world. So bring to them this loving kindness, this benevolence of heart. And so as we come to the end of the 6 directions, and you can let the people in your above direction again dissolve back into the circle or the sphere. We can just rest with the felt sense of being embedded in a web of relationship where there's metta or love going outward, but really in the form of reciprocity and responsibility and accountability with all these people. We have our role to play with all these different types of relationship. And our intent is to base these relationships in respect, generosity, kindness, caretaking. Even though this is difficult in many ways, and you can rest with the sense of loving kindness for all the beings in our relational field, all the people, the animals we care for, near and far. And if you want to, you can expand this into the all beings realm, or just rest with the sense of these people that you know, that you care for, that care for you, and the felt sense of really being here, being in the web of the people, being in the shelter of the people, in the refuge of community, in a very real sense. We'll sit for a few minutes with this sense of being immersed, interconnected, together. We'll close with the homage to the Buddhas. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammāsambuddhasa. Hi, thanks for joining us for this talk and practice. If these recordings are helpful for you, please consider supporting the Sangha with a donation of any amount. You can find links to our website and the donation page below in the description. Liking and subscribing helps the channel, and I'm grateful for your presence, your practice, and anything you can give to support our little community. Thank you so much. Take care.